Good morning. I thought I would tell you about a scary situation I had early this morning. But I'll start with when it actually happened. Last night at around, I think it was 11:30, I laid down. I had 2 cups of coffee, a brand new coffee blend I've never tried before, and I went to lay down and I started feeling some swelling kind of inside of my mouth and around the mucous membranes, kind of in the lower part of my mouth. And this has happened to me before. See, I have a history of swelling up when I come into contact with things that are allergens for me. When I was a teenager, my eyes would swell shut for a period of like an hour, and then they would be fine again. But that hadn't happened for the longest time. And about a month ago, it happened. I had some pizza and had some jalapenos out of a can, and the swelling happened, but I went to bed and it pretty much went away. And didn't happen a couple more times after that in the same period. I think the next night I had some swelling again and went away. But last night was a little different. I went to bed and I laid down and I had some swelling here, and so I thought I'd just go to sleep and hopefully it would get better. A couple hours later I woke up, and when I woke up, my face just dramatically, the swelling just increased to such a degree that it was really frightening, and that it started to move up to my eyes, or my eyes were starting to get kind of swollen. And then my heart started racing really, really bad, and I got dizzy and lightheaded. I almost felt really panicked. So we rushed to the ER, and they went ahead and took me in. And the reason I went there because I was afraid that possibly my throat would swell up, because that could happen. It's called angioedema, and people who have angioedema, when they come in contact with the allergen, they can swell, and then sometimes their throat can swell and their tongue can swell. So I went ahead and went to see the ER doctor about 4 in the morning, and they started an IV, and they gave me some medicines to stop the histamine in my body. They gave me solumedrol, I think, and what else? They gave me some Pepsid, and there was one other thing they gave me. I can't quite remember offhand, but my heart got back to, when I was in there. My heart was like in the 110s, 115 range, and my heart rate usually is around 60 to 70, so it was almost doubled when I got to the ER. They gave me the medication, and as soon as they gave me the medication, I felt even more panicked. It was really weird. I could feel it going in, and I started shaking even more. And they said that was a common reaction to the medication I was taking. But I went in, and they got my heart rate down, and the swelling went down quite a bit. And I was there till about 6:15. Actually, I think I got there. Maybe I got there around 4. Maybe not 4. Maybe 4:50, I think. It was all a blur. I was so confused. I was panicked. I was just, I couldn't think straight. We only live about 5 minutes away from our hospital, so it was not that big of a drive. But so I woke up this morning, and I still have a little bit of residual swelling here. I can feel it. I can feel sometimes tingling sensations go through. I got some medication. I've taken prednisone for a bit, and then also Zyrtec. And so I got those filled, and I'll have to take those today. But it was really kind of an interesting feeling, almost kind of like your body. It's strange when your body does something and you have no control over what your body does. And throughout the whole time I was praying, and I asked God to help me. And one thing I thought about is, am I ready to go and meet my Maker? Am I ready to go meet my Father and go to the Messiah's kingdom? And I felt I was ready, and I was praying, and I just I'm glad that I know the Lord. I'm glad I know Jesus the Messiah, and that He is my Redeemer, my Savior. And if I did die at some time in the future, I know where I would go. I'm not afraid, because I know that where I'm going is to the kingdom. So I would just encourage you guys out there, if you don't know God or His Son Jesus, that you take some time, maybe go to a church and ask somebody to help you with the scriptures to figure out who this Jesus is and why He's important to you. But it's really good to do that, because tragedy, sickness, death can happen anytime. It could happen fast. And last last night. It just happened so fast that it just took me by surprise. But yeah, I just want people out there who don't know the Messiah, Jesus, to go and really kind of ponder, think about your life, because you're not guaranteed to be alive the next day. So this is a very serious issue, matter of life and death. Other things, watching TV, going on the internet, doing all this other stuff, it's nothing compared to your eternity and where you're going to spend it. So, well, that's my rambling for today, and thanks for stopping by, and hopefully this swelling goes down. It feels kind of weird. Went out in public today to get my medication, and I felt like everyone was looking at my puffy cheeks, but trust me, this looks 1,000 times better than what I did last night. My lips swole, and I couldn't recognize my face. But okay, well, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.